YouTube? So I thought, I guess this may or may not do the first video. I'll see if I can cut it in. Sitting in rush hour traffic on the 405, southbound. It's 5 o'clock, so this is kind of as shitty as it gets. Let's see if you guys can see what I'm looking at. So I'm in the carpool lane. Carpool lane isn't moving. Other lanes are kind of moving, but regardless, it sucks. Thought it's a great time to vlog for a bit. So I'm going to talk about my personal experiences with the 3 American Evos. For those of you that may watch this out of the US, this probably isn't applicable to you because you have more than 3 Evos available to you. Here in America, we had the Evo 8, which started production in 2003, the Evo 9, and the Evo 10. I've owned all 3 of them, and my personal favorite of them is the 09 or the 06 Evo 9. It can be either the GSR or the MR. I like both of them. The GSR's trans is a bit better. It can handle a little bit more power. But the MR is a really nice drive just in general. So my first Evo was an 03 Evo 8. I got an amazing fucking deal on it. I got it from the second owner. At the time it was 2012. So 03, it was 9 years old, had 90 something K miles on it, ran flawlessly. I paid, I think, like 11,100 or 11,000 for the car. Clean title, no accidents. The guy ended up getting a CTSV and doing some huge build on it. And he's like, look, man, this car just sits in my driveway. I don't have any use for it. I was like, well, I have money. I can give you money. And I take the car. And he's like, all right, fine. Got that car. God damn, he was going. Biker. Another biker. Got the car. Ran great. Ended up deciding that, hey, look, like I want to do show car with this car. So, did suspension. Did thing at the time, I just did springs and struts. And dropped the car about 2.5 to 3 inches all the way around. Had Evo X wheels. Fat tires. And it looked nice. Actually, I loved how it looked at the time. The only thing that sucked about it is driving it every day. With Evos, like, Evos aren't my weekend car, they're my everyday car. I want to build a car to enjoy it every single day. I don't want to just stick something in my garage and look at it, drive it maybe once a week. And that Evo 8 was nice to drive in the canyons, but was terrible to drive on the streets of LA because a car that's dropped almost 3 inches all the way around, plus you have a lip. I cracked 2 lips and destroyed an exhaust and kind of a half. I destroyed a full exhaust and then a catback just from the car being too low and the exhaust. There being small dips and it just banging and creating a hole. So I actually saw a really good deal on an Evo X. Went to the dealer, it was like 150 miles away. Looked at the car, liked the car. Ended up trading in. Stupid decision, don't trade in Evos into the dealer, just sell them private party. Could have gotten so much more money, but it was a good deal on the X, so I was like, fuck it, it's worth it. Paid 25 grand. This was in 4 years ago, 3 years ago, between 2013 and 2014. I think it was the end of 2013 if I'm not mistaken. So I had that Evo 8 for like a year and a half approximately, and got the Evo X, paid 25 grand. It was clean title, got it from a dealer. They got it from the original owner. 25K miles, no accidents. It was an 08 with all the options. So it had the keyless entry, which is the fucking best thing ever. Sound and something else, SSS package. Sunroof. Had that car for a while. Had that car for 6 months. The plan was to start building that car to kind of be dailyable but look rally car, because I didn't really like the whole low and slow idea. I wanted to keep the suspension kind of where it's at, or get coils that just I can still maintain stock height. And that car actually 6 months in ended up getting totaled. I got hit from behind on the freeway, which caused me to spin out, and the car was completely destroyed. Got paid out, got everything that I was in, like, into the car. I think I lost maybe a couple $100, which was no big deal. It was actually kind of great to be where I was at again. Started looking for another car. I was like, look, like, I want something simple. I want to go after like a fast road car. So I was like, okay, I'm going to check out an E46 M3. Checked it out, loved it. There was a problem with the oil. sensor. So my friend, who's the owner of it, was like, hey, like, let me fix it, it'll take a bit, and then you can just buy the car from me. At the time, I had a motorcycle as well, so I was detailing that. It was no big deal. I get a call 2 days before I'm supposed to pick up the E46 from a really close family friend. I consider him like an uncle. And he was basically like, hey, I have an Evo 9, and I'm having a second kid. I need a slightly bigger car to be able to haul stuff around. I was like, all right, I'll come check it out. So went, checked it out. He gave me an amazing deal. Fell in love with the car. Ended up buying the car a day later, calling my friend with the E46 and saying, hey man, look, I'm sorry. Hate's cans on you. I know I told you I'd buy the car, but I found a clean Evo, and I'm clearly in love with Evo since I've had 3 of them. After owning all 3, the Evo 9 is my hands down favorite. The Evo 8 is a great, very, very close second option, but the reason why I like the 9 is because the 9s come with a bigger turbo and the VIII. Also nicer seats. I like the leather on suede versus the blue. Looks a little more boy racer. Yeah, so just wanted to kind of talk about what my opinions are between driving all 3 Evos. I hated the Evo X the most for a couple of reasons. First one being the throttle hang. That car, no matter who I got it tuned by, I'm in SoCal, so I went to RRE and shoot, who else did I go to? I went to one other tuning platform, and they could not get rid of the throttle hang. I would rev it up, hit 2-step, and it would just hold. I don't have to like pump the clutch in and out to slowly bring the revs down. That annoyed the hell out of me. That car was too big, too much sloppiness in the suspension, too much body roll. I could never find a comfortable seating position. I'm a taller guy, I'm 6'2", and I could never get, like, I always like to rest my hand a certain way on the steering wheel. I like to be able to put my elbow down, put my hand on the steering wheel, but with the X you can't do that. It's too far of a distance, and so then you always gotta be like leaning up against the steering wheel, which is less comfortable than just being leaned back. That's kind of a small thing, but it's just something that when you drive a car 20,000-30,000 miles a year, it bothers the hell out of you. On the X, I ended up getting it tuned. Had a, can't remember what turbo at the time. Damn, it's been a minute. Had a slightly larger turbo. I think it was like a green equivalent, if I'm not mistaken, but I can't remember which company. Intercooler, intake, full straight pipe, and I was making on pump gas on our shitty 91 here, 345 to 350 wheel. Yeah, it was a fun car. Really glad it got totaled. Got this 9. I've had the 9 for 3 years. I have no plans on getting rid of this car. Just want to keep putting more money into it and making it a bit faster. And then I'll think I'll make another video where I'll talk about my full mods and what steps this car has gone through, what mods I've seen work and what mods I've seen not work. But yeah, guys, have fun.